Welcome, Agenda Rights. It's Thursday. No, it's not. It's Wednesday. What day is it today? Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
sorry. I put the bids out a day early. I did get in trouble by the missus. That's what's thrown me off. But yeah, look, it's Wednesday, the 20th of November. We are back. Bath time. How are you, man?
I'm really good, thanks, Mr. B. It's bloody freezing today.
Oh, you don't normally moan about the cold bath time. I'm going to assume it was extra fresh where you are this morning, yeah?
It was Arctic out there, and I'm surprised polar bears weren't trying to mug me.
Yeah, well, how you doing, man?
Yeah, good, man. Yeah, I've noticed as well today the weather dropped. It was 2 degrees when I got my car today, and the dogs were shivering. But it was one of them beautiful sunny days in winter, which is fresh and crisp. So once I was walking around the park and the dogs were warm, I was warm. It was fresh. It was nice. The sun was shining, and it's a beautiful day, really beautiful day in England. Obviously, when it gets really cold, I saw footage the other day of mine. I can't believe it. Minus 42 somewhere in Russia. Some trucks were running their engines and using plastic around the vehicle to sort of stop it from stalling up. Minus 42. Can you imagine that?
You can't live in that. You can't. That's too much. That's too much. But look, let me say,
you've ever been? What's it like?
It would be playing. To be honest, it would be playing football.
Yeah,
it would. Honestly, the coldest is sometimes. I mean, as an adult, I just said I don't know what the hell I'm doing out here. You know, there's only a certain amount of clothes you can wear without looking ridiculous. You know what I mean? And yeah, there's times when I've come off the pitch and I've been nearly bloody crying. And this is at adult stage. So yeah, the coldest I've ever been has to be when I've been playing football.
Yeah. And I'll probably the same for me as well. I hate the time when you come off the pitch and you can't take your laces off. That's how cold it is. You ain't got the fingers. Can't do it. That's really bad.
Yeah. Right. So you got to have Martial mittens on for stuff like that, haven't you?
And the long johns and the snood that you're not allowed to wear for safety reasons. Get lost. Nobody ain't strangling me, man. Everybody's as cold as everybody else, you know. But look, it is what it is.
I remember I must have been about 50. I mean, I've been to some really cold places. Like I've been to the Antarctic, but the coldest I think I've ever been is when some dickhead threw water on me. It must have been like -2 or -3, Jesus. Like in a football match, and someone squirted water all over me. And I remember, like, it was almost like my leg had gone red hot. It was that cold. It was such a dirty little trick that I've learned and repeated over the years.
Nothing beats experience. Let's say a couple of howdies. Bilal. Okay, yep. And I thank you for explaining what that meant. Big up, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'll say, yeah, I'm not going to repeat. I have no idea what you've just said, but welcome, man. Welcome. But you did talk about, I'm going to put it out to you again. You did mention 2 days ago or 3 days ago about if you become a...
Yeah, he's calling you now.
Sorry, if you become a member, can you come on the show? No, you don't have to become a member to do that. The invite's always open to you. You've been here long enough. I said you don't have to come on with your mic and we'll talk football. It doesn't have to be Man United, although it probably will be, to be fair, but we will bring up you toe rags as well. So look, bruv, you're more than welcome. Tyrone, Mr. Line Breaker. Good evening. It's cold, but I love this time of year. Get your de-icer and the ice scrapers. I love playing in this weather. Jesus, you're you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. Right. He's just asking, how long did you spend in Antarctica bath time?
I spent about 90 minutes.
Oh, gee, I thought he was going to say. I thought it was going to be a lot longer than that.
I went on a refueling mission. Like I took a submarine of all things from the tip of Argentina to go and like deliver supplies to some scientists. They weren't at I don't think it was the Scott Ardenson they were at. It was like they were set up in like an old whalers town or something. But I met a guy. I met the captain, and he said if you wanted to, you could come. So I turned up. went on the submarine for 3 hours, completely unprepared, got out, ran around, didn't see any penguins, got back, went home.
So this is like the tip of Argentina, and you travel from there to Antarctica.
Yeah.
Okay, on submarine.
Yeah.
How come I've never heard this story from you before? You are an adventurer for sure. Wow. Isn't that's where the Falklands is based at the tip of Argentina?
No, the Maldives, sorry, the Falklands are they're much higher up.
Much okay. I thought they were right at the tip of the bottom of Argentina, South America.
Well, yeah, but like they're higher up than Antarctica. They're
I know, but just
they're on the other side. But yeah, they're probably level with Patagonia or something like that. I never went there.
Wow, I'll have to talk to you about that back after.
Oh, this better not be what I think it's about, ice sheets and things.
Don't worry.
Oh God, I know what's coming. I know I've seen some of your posts, so I can guess where this is going to
Well,
be.
he likes Lord of the Rings, Mr. B, so surely he likes a bit of fantasy.
Everyone likes Lord of the Rings. Mr. B just thinks it's really weird, despite it being the most popular book like ever written.
I don't read books.
Well, non-fiction, and that I'm being generous there.
And how? So look, we can have that Bible discussion another time as well. To be fair, but yeah, okay then. All right, fair enough. Andrew, sir, I'm late. Was it McDonald's? Oh, please let me have read this first. I should have read this first. Got home and put the ketchup on the missus. Oh God. Oh, okay, good. Sorry, I thought that's a metaphor for something else or a euphemism for some Andrew comment, but good. You go put your ketchup on your missus's burger, Andrew. I hope you're doing well, big man. I hope you're doing well. Right, we were waffling about something. Bath time in the Antarctic, innit? And his submarine trip. Wow.
Hunt for Red October. It was brilliant.
Wow.
I don't even like going on boats, and you've got in a bloody submarine.
Neither do I. I'm not a very good swimmer. Like,
if you're in a submarine and it makes no difference how good you can swim, mate, you're dead.
It was bloody boring, I'll tell you that.
I could bloody imagine. So did you have to keep really quiet and all of that? Or it's because you're not in war? Is that just the movies?
Yeah, that's you're talking about the Hunt for Red October where they go on silent. We weren't.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have to do all of that. Okay.
No, I was with they were Norwegian, I think, if I recall correctly. And it was it started off quite fun and then it got boring pretty quickly. But I remember it just being fucking noisy on the submarine. Like there was never any quiet. There was always banging and things. And I regretted my decision, but now it's a good story. But at the time, it was one of those things where you're like, "What have you done, Darius? Why do you do these things?" But I enjoyed it. I have to say, one thing I do remember is it was proper bright. When we got out, it was like I couldn't see for like 30 seconds. It was just the sun was banging off the ice. It was incredible. But if any of you do fancy going to either the North or the South Pole, I'd recommend it. It's good fun.
But there's a treaty that suggests that no one's allowed to travel down there. So obviously, I don't know how you got a pass to get down there. It's been cut off. There's like all the nations in the world all signed this treaty.
There's loads of research that goes on down there. They're not messing about.
We'll discuss it backstage. Who is it? Nimoy in the submarine. Is there a story about Nimoy?
Captain Nemo.
Nemo. That's it. Yeah.
That's under
80,000 leagues. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you was talking about the fish. Ain't the fish Nemo?
Yeah, it is actually, isn't it?
Oh, that's why he's called Nemo.
Okay.
Oh, right. Oh, fuck me. God, I'm an ignorant twat sometimes. Jesus Christ. I would never have, that didn't even cross my mind.
And then there's also Leonard Nimoy, plays Spock in Star Trek.
You're an idiot, Yama. Anyway, look, we waffled long enough. Guys, we've got a couple of things for you today. We're going to start with a rumor that just doesn't seem to be going away. Alphonso Davies. I've tried to poo-poo it. I'm trying not to get excited about it, but press releases seem to be, this is something that they seem to be pushing. I know they push a lot. with Man United and any player that gets links with the club. That's why they've done it. But I'm not. They just Ineos. I've done a lot of surprising things, and this would be one of their biggest, I suppose. They got Euro from Real Madrid. Well, they didn't get him from Real Madrid because he wasn't at Real Madrid, but he was linked to Real Madrid. But the Alphonso Davies links with Real Madrid have been strong for a little while. Ineos going to do a madness for us, Yaba.
Yeah, it's funny. We spoke about this the other day, didn't we? About Alphonso Davies. We'll say this: top quality player, no doubt about it. It would be a coup, and he's going for free as well. There's a lot of players at the end of this year who would be available on free, and I think if you look at he's at the higher end of the players most wanted, most desirable players that will be free. And if we can get him, that would be serious things. What are we doing? What are we doing differently than before? Are we being taken seriously now as a proper club that he would consider his next big move from Bayern Munich to go to Manchester United Football Club? Obviously, there's De Ligt and Maz currently at the club. They could be in his ear hole, telling him how good it is and how it's going to be in the future. So there's a lot of things. Initially, a lot of us would have rubbished it, like you. But like you said, because stories keep popping up time and time again, you just have to sort of, try and speculate why this could be going ahead and actually start believing in it more so. So as days go by, I'm starting to get more convinced that there's something in it. And there's so many little connecting dots that we have to try to do. Like I'm suggesting, like players who play for Bayern with him now at the club, it could be sort of whispering to him, unofficially. And he's obviously got an injury record, which puts a bit of doubt on it as well. But he's a physical specimen. He's an athlete, that's for sure. I've seen how built he is. He's really strong, really dynamic. You rarely see him get burst for pace in any situation. And he's got a great attitude as well. I've actually spoken to him a couple of times on TikTok lives. For a period of time, he was doing TikTok lives. And he's really nice. Seems like a really nice guy. Doing sort of, very sociable and thing. And it just, I like him as a person. Love him as a player. And to see him in the Reds of Man United in this Amorim team would be a dream come true. Give you that balance. So let's watch this space and let's continue to do this Davis watch, because it's becoming a regular on this show.
Right, Mr. B, I'll ask the question that we all want to know here.
God.
What do you mean you spoke to Fonzie Davis on TikTok? Did you leave a comment and he replied? Or were you up on his stream chatting away?
No, comments chatting.
Right,
that.
okay.
He actually responded to my comments, and I asked some, I can't remember what I asked, but better questions than some of the comments were coming through, which kind of stood out. Something football related. I can't remember what it was. So I think it's to do with Canada, because I know a bit of thing about Canada. And Haiti as well, so that caught his eye.
Well, he's I think if I'm correct, he was born to Ghanaian parents. No, he was born in Ghana to Libyan parents, and then emigrated to Canada. And I always quite like those stories about people who've had a hard time and then have succeeded later in life. But his injury record is a massive concern.
Is it that bad?
It's really bad.
What levels are we looking at? Obviously, it's not going to be nobody's as bad as Luke Shaw, but what we comparing?
It's similar to Luke Shaw's. To be honest, he was out for 80 days with heart issues that he contracted during COVID.
Oh, surprise!
He's had lots of muscle injuries and things. However, he's managed to stay fit for a reasonable amount of time and not miss too many games. But he has a massive history of lots and lots of injuries. But I'm not sure about this deal, to be honest. I think that we're going to have to sort of outbid Real Madrid and other clubs for him, because from January the 1st, everyone can talk to him. and everyone can put an offer on the table. And for us, like, we're not in a good situation at the moment. It's going to have to be a package that is financially very, very attractive to him. And that could be, you know, image rights, breaking the English-speaking market for the upcoming World Cup. But I think that we're going to have to pay him a lot of money. With that injury record?
What is a lot of money for somebody if he's been fit and can be fit? Obviously, we don't want to lump. That's the problem, I suppose. You have to offer them something that's going to come. That's going to want to make them choose, obviously, Man United over Real Madrid. But what 250?
I think plus.
Yeah, I was thinking plus because I'm going to assume Real Madrid can pay that or will be willing to pay that. So you're looking at 3.
And then you've got like agents' fees and bonuses and things like that. Like, because I genuinely think that we would probably spend something like 250 grand a week and maybe a 30 or 40 million pound payment to him and his agent. Like something along the lines of that to get Alphonso Davies.
So does anybody know? I'll have a check. See what Alphonso Davies's wages are at the moment. Because if he wants 240, according to AA, obviously this is AA, but we're going to go by.
This is AA Romano. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
He knows what he's talking about. Only Lucky Singh is higher in our tier of journalists.
So if he wants 240, then what is he? I mean, I know Bayern probably don't pay the wages, and it's about prestige.
It's tax as well, though. I'm not sure what the tax rate is in Germany, but like these players, if they've got any sense, they ask for a certain amount after tax.
Okay.
So
Neto. That was Rude Hullet, isn't it? He wants Neto.
What, like net?
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, his wages, he was saying he wants Neto. Whatever his figure was, he said he wanted net in it. He wanted Neto.
Yeah, I mean, and to be honest, right? I know Alphonso Davies is really, really exciting and stuff, but I'm not sure, even with this system we have, that we should be spending that amount of money on someone that far away from goal. Like, I think if you're spending that amount of money, it's got to be a goal scorer. Like 250k a week and all of this. Like, I mean, what are City paying to their players? What are Arsenal paying to their players? Like, they might be paying 200, 250 to some of them, but they're paying
the top-end ones.
Yeah, they're paying that to the guys that make a difference in the penalty box. And Alphonso Davies looks like, when he's fit and firing, to be a really, really good player. I'm not sure he's an elite left back. I'm not sure he's like a world-class left back up there with, say, Theo Hernandez or someone like that. And I wonder if players like Grimaldo might be better suited to us, having played in sort of 3-4-3s and 3 at the backs. I'm not against like signing Alphonso Davies, but there's a lot here that makes me question like how sensible it is, having to pay more than other clubs, putting a defender on a huge salary, a pretty dodgy injury record, hasn't played in our league before. Like, I'm not, I don't know. I'm unconvinced.
Chat Sport agrees with you about Ronaldo. Hi, Stephanie. Forgot my manners. I'm sure I didn't say howdy a little bit earlier on, but thank you for the update, my dear. Sorry, I'll let you carry on.
Yeah, I mean, Barthel's right to raise question marks about it. There are a few, but I think when you got an opportunity like this to grab someone like him, and I do think he's in the elite
sort
of question mark bracket for players in the top players in that position in world football. Just from the eye test, from what I've seen, I mean, he stands out better than Tino Hernandez, whatever his name is. For me, defending, attacking, attitude. When he's been at his best for Bayern Munich, he's just been completely outstanding. I know Grimaldo, it looks good. But he's been someone who's floated around and no one's ever really picked him up. I think he played for Benfica and then he went to Leverkusen, and none of the top clubs picked up. He was at Barcelona at one point. So I always wonder why top clubs haven't gone for these guys. Not doubting he's not a good player. I just think some players play well when they find a system that suits them. It's like I see Jody Morris has been questioned the other day about Frank Lampard, why he couldn't get a tune out of Rudiger, and then suddenly Tuchel comes in and makes Rudiger one of the best defenders in world football based under his system, and then he's gone to Real Madrid and up the game again. So it depends. I think some players look good under certain managers, and then suddenly, if you're not playing in under the right management or the right system that doesn't suit you, you don't look too hot. So yeah, there's a lot, like I said, a lot of question marks. But yeah, keep the story running because it excites me. And even the thing is, bottom line is this: if you're talking about a 24-year-old Alphonso Davies on the market, his position, which is key, you're looking up to 100 million plus.
No, you're not.
Yes, you are. So I'll tell you what.
A defender, yeah, but.
I'll tell you what. No, because you're saying as a defender, whatever. Defenders go for big money. This is a guy. So I'm saying they have a rating, don't they? They value players, don't they? They based on things. We've seen this thing now where they can sort of make a value about what player's worth right now. I think he's worth a lot of money based on his top form. There's not many. There's not. Yeah, because we were talking about Luke Shaw recently being one of the top 5 defender left backs in Europe.
Yeah, but
when he was scoring goals in the European Championships,
yeah, but we've never priced him we've never priced him at 100 million.
I know we never priced, but I'm saying there's not. My point is there's not many top left backs out there. Can you name any top? Who's the world's top left backs? Half times you'll name a couple of them, and to me, they're not like the best things I've seen in world football. So I think Alphonso Davies has got a lot of value, and we should really consider him based on being a free. Give him a little 30 million if that's what they're saying about the extras, and I think it's worth haggling for because you don't let this guy go and say we had an opportunity and we missed the boat.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but if you think that a world-class fullback is worth 100 million, I'm on board with you. Let's get him for free. But I think I was pretty stunned when City paid 70 million for Gvardiol.
Is that much they paid for him?
70.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was wild because the max for a fullback, I think, is about 50 million. Like that's normally the most.
But then Alphonso Davies technically wouldn't be playing as a fullback; he'd be playing as a wing back.
That's my point.
Yeah, which would be even less, to be honest, because people don't like the rich clubs don't use like wing backs, do they? So there's less demand from the market. 90 million euros, 70 million pounds. I mean, yeah, but I'd love to know how much. Who's on the market? How much do you think Martinelli would fetch if you think Alphonso Davies is 100 million?
Well, Arsenal's Martinelli.
Yeah.
Jesus, he's played shocking, but I'm going to assume
70.
I would have said
right. Okay. All right. I think you've overvalued. I think you're overvaluing the market. But I mean, for me, Alphonso Davies, if he was on the market, I think he'd be 60 to 70 million would be his kind of price. But the thing is because you're not paying that money to a club, you kind of got to pay it to him. Like that's how free transfers like work now, where the player just hangs on and gets 20%, 30% of what their what that transfer would be.
I think maybe I did exaggerate the 100 million. I'm saying
maybe.
Yeah, maybe I did. But my point, what I was trying to say, my main point is that he's in the top class quality bracket of left backs in world football, if not the best at the moment. I can't think of many players that I've seen say, "Oh, he's a quality left back, he's better than him." You got a guy from PSG who got signed from Portugal from Sporting. Yeah, and he's really highly rated. He's only 16, 17, and he was highly rated. Now he's playing at PSG. Looks like a good player, but they got him for cheap at that age. He wasn't proven yet, so they got a good deal for him. But we're talking about players established as one of the best, playing for Bayern Munich.
What's he done, though?
getting far in the Champions League, his performances time and time again in the Champions League, winning Bundesliga. When you've seen him up against top players, he's got the aggression and character, sort of lock down top wingers, when he wants, and then he drags them forward because he gets forward with pace and he's a danger, So
has he though? Like, has it? I mean, like, I've got no issues with him as an attacker. He's brilliant. I like his. From what I've seen of him, he's got a good engine. He's compact and strong. Like, no problems. But when you say he's locked down attackers in the Champions League, like, can you give me an example?
I recall. So when they played Arsenal last season, he was injured for the second leg. In the first leg, he locked down. Was it Martinelli? Or, no, it was.
Trossard?
Who would have been
Saka?
Would have been Saka. Sorry, yeah. I think in the first leg, I think he was injured for the second leg, and that's when our Maz came in and played in his position. But the first leg, he locked Saka.
He did Saka. Yeah.
Yeah, trust me, he did it because Saka's not going to burst in for pace or do anything like that. And he had the aggression and the tackling, and it really made me stand up and say, "Wow, this guy is on it. He's got character. He's got balls, and he's dead set on getting the better of you, no matter what." And that's what I really sort of raised his profile for me, and I started looking dollar sign and saying, "This guy's £100 million player."
Okay. I mean, as I say, I can't lie. I'd be very excited if we signed Fonzie Davis. Like, he is like the kind of superstar left back in Europe, I think. I'd be very excited, but I just don't think it's very sensible. I don't think it's a sensible deal, but at the same time, it's not going away, that deal.
Yeah.
Mr. B, you have to pursue it. You have to pursue it. You can't let this one slide through your fingers.
I think you can, but because there's more pressing. We don't have a lot of money, right?
And it's a free transfer. So
no, it's not.
No, it's a free technically, but they're still going to have to be paying.
But we're not paying 100 million for him, are we?
Yeah, because he's not worth. I reckon 30 million still. They're still going to lose 30 million to him and his agent,
at least. But the thing is, Yabba, is last night. Do you not remember? Like, I got really stressed out because I'm not actually that bothered about transfer fees anymore. Like Højlund 70 million, Anthony 90 million, whatever. It's the wages that I'm concerned about because it means we can never move people on. So if you put Alphonso Davies, and he will get this, he will be the best paid fullback in world football. Like,
I think he will be even if he went to Real. I think he would be even if he went to Madrid.
Exactly. When he moves on a free, make no doubt he's going to be the best paid fullback in the world. What that means
and
is...
Trent?
That's true, actually. Him and Trent. Like, Trent will probably get more, to be honest, but Alphonso Davies will be up there. Like, those two will be 300k, let's say, something like that. The thing is if it doesn't work out, what do we do with them? That's my problem, is that I don't want massive money signings anymore because, like, look at Mason Mount. He hasn't played for us. I still think there's a player in Mason Mount, but we spunk 60 million on him. But it's those wages that are gonna be the issues. He's on 250k, and we have to loan him and pay 3/4 of those wages to get him in the shop window. And with Alphonso Davies playing in the Premier League before, don't know if he can handle the amount of games. Like, do you think that it's worth investing that amount of money? Because that's 30 million a year on a 5-year contract. It's 150 million that we will invest into.
Yeah, but you're not paying it.
Wages.
You're not paying it. If that's part of the budget, and that's part of what they want, trying to get the best of the best, and it's within their remit, then I don't have an issue. I don't have an issue with that.
We
Andrew's
shouldn't
come
be
up
going
with
for
the
the
top
best of
5
the
in the
best.
world. Why? Why not?
Because we're not in a position to get elite players in yet. We need to build the squad out first.
But
if one becomes available, surely. Then...
I don't know. I think it's too early. We've done this before with Pogba's and things. Got in like elite talent, without like without a squad that's suitable.
In this formation, the team need an Alphonso Davies, right?
Thank you.
Okay.
And this is more what I'm thinking. You know, normally it's the fullback. In this system that Amorim wants, Alphonso Davies would be the perfect option for him.
No issue with that.
So I think if I understand what you're saying about the progress, and he may be that level, may be too far ahead of where we are now. But if you can attract this player, can you imagine what it does to the players already at the club thinking, Jesus Christ, they've been able to go out and get involved? What it does to rival fans, oh my God, they've been able to, and what it does to the fact that we've smashed Real Madrid twice in 2 years. Again, our like prestige level then goes that much higher. So
all right, how about this though? For the same money that you spend on Alphonso Davies, you can get Livramento, Frimpong, and Dumfries.
And
like just for example, because Dumfries coming out of Italy, he won't be more than 30 million. Livramento will be the most expensive. But the thing is that with that money, I think that you can get 2 or 3 of these like wide attacking fullbacks in.
Quality over quantity.
I think we need quantity at the moment. And then we can go for quality. We need to build the squad out more. Because we're such a top-heavy squad. We don't have enough centre-halves. We don't have enough strikers. We've got too many sort of wingers now. Like, we need to look at the squad and see where it needs to be strengthened. And I don't feel that going all in on a player, no matter how good he is, like, I mean, right, Messi, fine. Get in Messi, get in Ronaldo, like, in their prime. But I don't think it's the right way of managing the club.
Yeah, Chat Sport agrees with you. He says save and buy Cambio. So Andrew was saying Lewis Hall would have been a good signing, but United are always behind the times.
You can't. Yeah, I don't know if you can buy directly from Chelsea like that, especially if they rate him highly. I don't know. It's a tough one, isn't it? I mean, how is Lewis Hall anywhere near Alphonso Davies?
No, like Alphonso Davies will be but I'm not doubting his quality at all. He'd be brilliant.
Financials.
I just feel we've been down this route before with Angel Di Maria's and Pogba's, and even to a degree, Maguire, like signing the best available talent on the market, and it not really working out how we want it to work out. I'd much prefer the money to be spread over the squad so that we can compete on more fronts more consistently.
Something's going to happen either way because as double A's coming, Villa, I knew Villa, my brother supports Villa and he's been trying to wind me up that Villa want Amas and they're willing to pay 15 million. I can't see United letting him go.
I can't bear to see that happen. We couldn't bear to see that happen.
Yeah.
Well, get ready because if we don't get Champions League, we're selling homegrown players.
Yeah, I agree. I think Garnacho would have been. If we don't get Champions League, I'm convinced Garnacho's gone. I think it's Garnacho who's going to be gone because he's the one who's going to affect the most money.
And he, I mean, Garnacho, I know he's like Argentine, but he's essentially Spanish. He really wants Real or Atletico, or like, I can see him going to Barcelona or something. He would be one who I think would want the move, and you could get the money for him, and it makes too much sense, unfortunately. So we've really got to buckle down and either win the Europa League or get fourth, because we can't be losing talents.
It's crazy. We're talking about fourth, and we seem to be quite confident. I mean, we lose the game, we're back in the doldrums again, and nobody's really looking at that side of it. Everybody's looking up now. You know what I mean? And he hasn't even kicked a ball. He hasn't even kicked a ball.
We'll be fine against Ipswich. Like I know farming. Farming's in my blood. I'm from the fields. We'll absolutely do them. Like McKenna will do us a solid one. Don't worry about that.
Oh God, look, we'll see. Right, look, the topic that we did actually come on to and start the show was we've had a few players out of the way on international. We don't do a sort of we don't care about internationals, but we do really, especially when they're coming back and we're hoping that they're fit. Bath time, did you have any information on what
I do.
What? Thank you very much.
I do. So here we go. These were our boys that went off to play internationally. I didn't know that James Scanlon played for Gibraltar, but he's a full international. So those are all the lads. Obviously, Garnacho and did Kobe withdraw as well?
He didn't. He wasn't called up because he was already injured for us, wasn't he?
Yeah. All right. So Garnacho withdrew. And I've just got a little roundup on what they've been up to. Anana played 2. He kept 1 clean sheet. And apparently Cameroon played Kenya twice. They won 4-1 at home and then 1-0 away. Martinez, a bit more worrying. He played only 17 minutes as a substitute in the first game against Bolivia. Was unused against Venezuela and has come back injured.
I didn't know to be fair, I didn't even know he played. I thought he just went and came straight back. I didn't know he even played a game.
Well, I'm using a website that I'm not sure was completely legit, to be honest. As I thought Martinez went and then came back, but they said he played 17 minutes against Bolivia.
Okay.
So I don't know. Eriksson only played 1 match, apparently. That was the whole game against Serbia, which was a 0-0 with a player sent off for Serbia. Højlund came on for 20 minutes in that game, didn't score. And he played 79 minutes in the game before against Spain and didn't score. Ugarte, however, did score. He played 22 minutes against Colombia and scored the winner. And then he played the entire 90 against Brazil. I actually went as far as to look up match reports from Uruguayan newspapers, which I did. Mr. B knows.
How bad was he?
Nah, they said they said he struggled a little bit against Brazil because he was basically playing as a third centre back. He had a couple of issues on the ball, but they were obviously over the moon with him scoring the winner against Colombia, where he only got 7 for that game because he was 22 minutes.
The winner.
Yeah, but he's only on for 20 minutes, so
fair enough.
That's talk to them in Montevideo. I don't make the rules. Delot played 100 minutes. Like, he played 90 against Poland, which was the first game, and then 10 against Croatia. Bruno was our only other player to score. He scored a banger against Poland. Like, really, really nice goal. And he played the full 90 minutes, but he picked up an injury, came back to Carrington. He's been training today. I would think that Bruno's just fine. And the big one is James Scanlon. 90 minutes against Liechtenstein in a 0-0, 77 minutes against San Marino, and they won 1-0 for Gibraltar. So that was pretty good. Bayinda didn't play. You know, he was on the bench for 2 games. I'm very surprised that boy isn't demanding a move. I would be after that. Like, didn't he come as Turkey's '1 goalkeeper?
Not necessarily. I don't think he's #1, but he's there. He's up
there. I've seen a comment that I don't like. I'm just going to delete it, actually. None of that, please. This is not a political forum for you to express ideas in. It's a Manchester United channel. And this one as well, I'm afraid. Like, although I agree with it in principle. Lindelof, 26 minutes, and then he got injured.
Would you, without going into too much what we want to talk about tomorrow, do you think he would have been involved in starting the game? See, right. Squad maybe I would have seen, but
Sorry. Like honestly, right? I'm just gonna have to address the comments because this is getting absolutely ridiculous now. You've been told like that we're trying to clean up the comments, right? And it's not like our comments; it's your comments. Like you should be running the comments. We don't want anything political or anything like that here because no one is really qualified to talk on it. And performative actions that don't mean anything. So if we say that we don't want something political put in the comments, and then someone then adds something more political afterwards, you're going to get timed out. I don't know what to say to you, but like you have to behave the way you would in your house, like with guests, because that's what we're trying to do, and I'm really disappointed in what I've seen.
It's kind of like stepping doo-doo and walking into our house. Yeah. Or like, you remember that Eddie Murphy skit, not Eddie Murphy, the Dave Chappelle Prince thing where, what's his name? Rick James walks into Charlie Murphy's house with his shoes, money shoes, and goes on his sofa and starts. Oh dear. Oh. Yeah. You're right, bath time. No need for that. I can't even see what's being said. I just keep it football, just keep it respectful as well, because like it's a disrespect to us if you guys continue like that after we're saying, look, just be nice. We want people to come in and feel like they can, be welcomed. Don't make it clicky where people come into the comments, want to check out what's going on, what's being said. You should be warm and welcoming with them, saying welcome to the main agenda, make them feel part parcel of the family.
Thanks, Yabba. All right. What else have we got? Mazraoui played 180 minutes against Gabon and Lesotho.
I can safely say I've never heard of the other name.
Lesotho. Well, I assume it's in Africa.
I've never heard of them. Yabba?
No. It must be an African country. I don't think I've heard of them either.
Okay. All right. Well, if we've got anyone from Lesotho in the house, tell us all about it. Xerxes and De Ligt, like they played against Bosnia, didn't play the first game. I know where it is actually now. Is it that little country that's inside of South Africa? I
was going to say that. Yeah, it sounds like South Africa.
No idea.
Do you know the capital of South Africa?
Sorry, the capital?
Yeah.
Capital of South Africa.
Victoria?
I think it is, yeah.
The capital of South Africa.
Don't know, I'll find out from one.
Pretoria. Yeah.
Just
by the way, Xerxes getting 77 minutes. It's really good. I would like.
Not if he stank the place out.
Well, I'm going to go check it out.
He got a 6.5, which is it's above average, isn't it? I'm sure he was all right. Like, I hope we get to see something from Xerxes when he comes back. But I believe like De Ligt had an absolute stinker last time he played for the Netherlands. So that's probably more important, to be honest, that he got the 90 minutes in a game rather than Xerxes getting the odd 80 minutes. So, and Bruno Nagate were the only players that scored. No United player misspell, registered an assist. I'm annoyed about that. And Lindelof and Martinez are being assessed for injuries. Martinez's injury is he might be out for a game. It's not a severe one, and to be honest, with the South Americans coming back a day late, as it were, and that 16-20 hours of travel time, they might not have been planned to feature against Ipswich, regardless.
But to be on the bench at least.
Yeah. Lindelof's is likely to be a little bit worse, to be honest. It's a pelvis groin injury, which normally means a tear of some sort.
That means he's not getting sold in January.
I would think, I'm just going to guess, I would think that this is a 6-week injury, so he could be sold in January.
Okay, because I know, what's his name, sniffing around him, isn't he? Jose wants him.
Well, Galatasaray?
Fenerbahce.
Which was good. But yeah, he wants him. He wants him in January. The rumors are so. That might be 4 million that we'll have to add to our budget.
Yeah, but I mean, what we can spend 4 million on? Contract.
Alphonso Davies payoff.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, give it 4 million.
Stoney, yeah, but I know you're gonna be able to see this. This is from Stoney. Shout out to Amonde and Mr. B with their ZZ top beards.
Big up, Stoney. You know, it's Mr. B. I mean, Mr. B is the one with the beard, the ZZ top beard. Man. Come on now, come on. And Stoney, you know, I've noticed for a couple of seasons now, Stoney's Liverpool supporters, they've got this hierarchy about them. They talk and they're talking down to us. You know, soon going to change. You know, we will be back. We will be queued on.
Please don't.
Yeah. No. Because I've had to endure from Stoney and his smug ways. You know how he is, how he talks and gives you a lesson. You can't say nothing to him because he's had his foot on our neck for the last couple of years. So, Stoney, we're coming back. So just be prepared. Just be prepared. We're ready for you. And you're someone who we're coming for because you've given us intellectual lessons and we had to grit our teeth all through it. But yeah, big up to you, my brother.
Oh God, I hate it when you do this, Yabba,
because
we're playing Liverpool January the 4th.
They can
January what?
The 4th.
That's my birthday.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's January the 4th is my birthday, so I'm excited about that. And on December the 4th, we're playing Arsenal. So let's see what goes down.
Oh, don't talk before the Arsenal game. That's all. That I just please.
It's important, though, isn't it? Used to be. It's important.
No, it is important, but I've just stay out of that group until after the game, please stay out of the group until after.
I'm less worried about Arsenal, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think that they've. You always think that a team is kind of going to go up each season, like that they're going to improve, but I think they've regressed a little bit. Arsenal, they're not. They're trying to defend their way to a title rather than like.
Good point.
Yeah.
Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely. I love it. We'll see. We'll see.
I'd like to be in their position.
Well, yeah, so would I. But you know what? They can keep going and keep not winning things. And I said, look, as bad as we were, we had 2 great days at Wembley. So, you know, they're still waiting for theirs. So, yeah, as bad as it was, guess what? We're back. We're back. We're back to we're not back, but we will.
Let's just.
I know. I can't. When I start, it's just like, oh. Yeah,
I know it's exciting.
I know.
Gabba's dressed up like a little French girl this evening. The theme is Paris, is France tonight with your clothes.
Of course, yeah. But
I'm excited. Like we just got to win. Like I can't wait. I can't wait for it. It's going to be brilliant. Like the rest of the season's going to be great because I think I saw today we've got something like a minimum of 23 games in the next 110 days, which is like about 1.5 a week. With the cup, that we're basically going for two games a week till March now. No international breaks. It's back. Like the Premier League starts now. We've got a new manager. Like Luke Shaw's back, Mason Mount's back,
which is great. I mean, I said that the Luke Shaw one, man. The Luke Shaw one is just that's the one. That's the one for someone. I just think, wow. I think something's gonna happen.
Clean slates.
Yeah. Well, no, you know what? We can't have them all having clean slate. Anthony needs to go. We don't need to see his slates, but the ones who will maybe benefit us. Yeah, I'm all for them being polished up and taken out and being shown off again.
Yeah, I've been going back and forth on this clean slate thing. I think what I'm going to do personally is give the entire team, everyone there, a clean slate and try not to bring up things like, you know, Casemiro crossing his pivot in the FA Cup final and Rashford's performance against Villarreal. That old one.
That's an old one. Yeah.
Yeah, but I genuinely, it's that's all I see in Rashford most of the time is that performance where he let me and my family down. We were all ready to go, but I think they all get a clean slate, and we've seen Onana this season has really improved. I think he was Butterfingers waste of money last year, and he's improved. So Xerxes, Mount, these players, I think, yeah. But Shaw and Rashford, maybe not clean slate. We'll have to see.
I think we have to do it. These guys could turn it around and make you guys eat your words. This is what it is. This is the whole good thing about it. Can you, as a sportsman, make people eat their words? And, that's the motivation a lot of the time to do things. Give you to train harder, to get you on it better. And what we see right now. Building up to this big game on Sunday, we're seeing opportunity for players, a window of opportunities to really turn it around. Just when you thought it was all darkness and gloom, some players have been seen light at the end of the tunnel and something special that they can produce. So, it's just a great time. We've been turned on by the manager, by his speech, by his training, by his CV and all that kind of thing. So. I'm sure the players are as well and thinking, boy, I could get a little something out here. Big up Dora. Nice to see you, Dora, in the chat.
She changed her YouTube name. It used to be Dora Westlife, didn't it?
No.
Westlife? No?
Westlife?
Yeah. I'm sure Dora's YouTube used to have Westlife in it. I'm sure she said that she was a massive fan of Westlife.
You've been exposed, Dora. Sounds like you've been exposed.
I'm sure it had Westlife in it. I always remembered it.
Well, look, she's saying nah, straight away. No, was it there?
I think someone's telling Porky Pies.
We'll soon find out. Dora, we are expecting to see you tomorrow.
Aha!
In the comments it says, oh, there you go. See? So you kind of got it right. She's a Westlifer.
Westlife are like a boys band group, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
Irish.
I don't. He sings in Westlife. That Kieran McGregor, not Kieran McGregor.
Who's the lead singer?
Yeah,
Shane Phelan is the lead singer of
Who?
Westlife. Shane Phelan.
Isn't there a Kieran in there?
I don't know. There's a Brian McFadden, I think.
Oh, that's the one. He married Kerry Katona, right?
He did from Atomic Kitten.
Oh, yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Look,
so who's the guy that sings?
Oh, you better not be talking about.
No, Westlife is Rowan Keating. Yeah, he's from Westlife. Oh, is that boys? Oh, right.
You know Irish as well. That's who I was thinking of. Rowan Keating.
Yeah, that's what I was
thinking.
Brian
McFadden were the same guy. So he didn't marry Kerry Katona.
No, he didn't.
No. Oh wow! And
he doesn't look like Brian McFadden.
I don't know actually.
Hold on a minute. Didn't Ronan Keating's son appear on Love Island?
I think he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah. Okay. So Ronan Keating's from not Westlife, from Boyzone.
Yes.
I thought he's Westlife. I'm sure it's Westlife.
No, he's not.
Okay. All right.
But Brian McFadden did marry Kerry Katona.
Okay.
So that's that must be 2003, I would think. Westlife.
Gosh, wow.
Yeah.
look what we drifted onto. Westlife. Thanks, Dora. Look, Dora will be on tomorrow. We will have a slightly different solo 11 tomorrow. So
I heard in the news they're doing a Band-Aid. It's like, remember 1984, 85 Christmas? Do they know it's Christmas? I heard they're doing another Band-Aid. 40 years. It's 40 years, isn't it, since that? For this Christmas, apparently. So the new stars or the new pop stars are going to do it.
What did Band-Aid? Who did they help?
Apparently, they helped people starving in Ethiopia. But I don't know.
Right. So who's going to be in the new Band-Aid?
Well, I don't know who's. The thing is, in the 80s, I knew a lot of pop. I was into pop because we had Top of the Pops, and I thought it was more better quality, with the pop stars. These days, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I wouldn't know who's who these days, so I don't know who's going to be doing this song. But it's 40 years on.
Matty's not impressed. Talking about boy bands, unbelievable.
But don't you think they should have more football songs? I mean, back in the day when you get to the FA Cup final,
Who's gonna do that?
You'd have a football song.
Who's gonna do it?
Waddle and Hoddle and Diamond Lights. Gazza had a song. John Barnes, the England World Cup songs.
Andy Cole had one, didn't he?
Oh my God, outstanding!
Outstanding. Yeah.
Ian Wright did one.
Yeah.
No, I just can't. They. What's his name's got a tune?
Memphis Depay.
The one who plays for Fulham. Who's the one who plays for Fulham? The one who used to play for Wobie.
Oh God.
He's got a record. He's got a tune out with a video, and he's sitting on the.
Is it like
one of them drilly music ones? Them young boys.
I think a Rangers player got exposed as being like there was a drill artist maybe a year ago, 2 years ago
with the
that
thing
had a ballet on. Yeah, balaclava on.
Oh, was it a Rangers player?
I think he definitely was talking about being like a professional footballer. I think they matched the tattoo that he exposed to someone who's playing at Rangers. But in terms of football songs, the ones that I really like, I think when Middlesbrough got to the FA Cup final, do you remember when they beat Chesterfield, in the replay? I think Bob Mortimer was the guy that sang their song, their FA Cup sing.
Yeah.
And I prefer stuff like that. I don't want, Xerxes and Delict, sort of rapping and singing and things.
Yeah, Memphis. Yeah, we can't do that. No, I'd rather they don't. I'd rather they just play football.
Yeah, but singing and chanting is a great thing for football fans, isn't it? The songs they come up with for players and that kind of thing. But Chaz and Dave, I mean, Ozzy going to Wembley as Spurs, that to me was legendary. That's
for Tottenham.
I do my best for Tottenham. Yeah. Oh, Spurs! But the whole pub thing. I mean, it used to be, it was so different back then. But the football songs were great. And like you say, if you're a fan and you go to the stadium, you want to sing. I don't know what they sing in Croatia with Doors songs and all that, but everyone sings. All football fans. Yeah. Want you back for good. No, that's not Westlife, is it?
No, that's
Take That.
I know that was Take That. Listen, look, let's not go back down that boy band route again, please.
The only footballer that I think really did it was John Barnes. World in Motion. That is get round the back. Three lines on my chest.
He's still singing it. He's still singing it. I'm sure I could hire him to a wedding or a bar mitzvah to come and sing it for 150 quid. He'll do the whole. Do you know?
All right. Can we between us all know the rap? Can we work it out right now?
Probably not. I'm not really an England fan.
Yeah.
No, we don't just speak it.
I know you. I know. Number one fan is in it, but please, but don't. Just don't.
No. I'm not trying to think.
How does it start?
You got to
be quick or fast. You got to get to the line.
Yeah. Before that, is it? You got to move and hold and get it back.
Play it at the right time.
At the right time.
It's probably play it at the right time.
Okay, you can't be something or slow, but get to the line. They always hit you and hurt you. Defend and attack. There's only one way to
beat them. Get round the back. Catch me if I can, because I'm an England man with 3 lines.
What you're looking at? What you're looking at is the master plan.
Yeah,
something. Yeah, I can't remember the rest, but yeah.
You looked. Considering you didn't remember the rest, you did all right there. To be fair.
Mr. B, I'm sure you used to know the lyrics all that first hand.
Listen, the last thing I'm singing is an England song, mate. I tell you.
What's your favourite United song?
Glory, Glory, Man, you blood United. I'll take that all day. No, it would have been the one with
Wembley.
No, what you talk about a player chant?
Yeah, well, I think Yap Stam's always been a favourite of mine.
What was Yap Stam's song?
Yap Stam. Yap Stam is a big Dutch man. try and beat him if you can. And then there's lots of swearing. Yap, Stam.
I don't know. I like the Martial one.
What's the Martial one?
What, 50 million down the drain?
Yeah. Blah, 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 scored again. I like that one because it was just like, okay. But it was good in the beginning. Obviously, it was down the drain in the end, so you can't really sing it anymore. But yeah, I like Martial's one. I'm trying to think of... I'm not sure.
Martinez had a good one, to be fair, Tim, but we can't sing it anymore. Because it was like... it was about going through the Klopp end. It was tiptoe through the Klopp end with the cleaver. He's from Argentina. And then we lost 7-0. So we can't.
I think what got me, Leeds United had a great Eric Cantona one, and I wish we would have taken that on board as well. Because it was like, ooh, ah, Cantona, say ooh, ah, Cantona. And then we changed it to... what was our Cantona song? We changed it slightly.
I thought it was the same one.
The same, wasn't it?
The same.
No, it was like ooh, ah, Cantona. Say ooh, ah, Cantona.
Yeah.
And what was our one?
That was our one. I thought that was ours.
Oh right, I'm sure that was a Leeds one, and we changed it slightly. We didn't copy it direct. It was slightly different.
I like Solskjaer's one. You are my Solskjaer.
All right,
You are my sunshine. I like that one. Andrew said the Euston Park one was good, but I think, did he not come out and say that now
he doesn't like it, innit? He was saying he didn't like. Yeah, he was saying. I mean, I suppose they got away with a few more things a little bit earlier on when the PC brigade weren't about so much. But yeah, I think he has said he did like it. And Andrew's saying we did change it. Yeah,
the Cantona one. I mean, I'm sure Leeds had a way of singing it, which I really liked, and then we started singing "Ooh ah Eric Cantona, ooh ah Eric Cantona."
No, we didn't. Maybe that's what they sang. We had "Ooh ah Cantona." I'm sure we had "Ooh ah."
Nah, Cantona. It was "Ooh ah Eric Cantona, ooh ah," and Leeds was "Ooh ah Cantona." Say "Ooh ah." It was more upbeat. And
well, I prefer the "Ooh ah." I'll be honest. If that's I wouldn't want to be going there. I would rather have the "Ooh ah."
More aggressive, isn't it?
Yeah, you go to a football match, you don't want to be there singing. Ooh, you know what I mean? You get there with your hat and your Bother Boy jacket and or Stone Island, your Stone Island thingy.
I really like Viva Ronaldo. Actually, that's probably my favourite one because it can just go on and on and on. Like,
when we went to the Brentfords. When he played, West Ham, when we won 2-1, I think Lindgaard scored a late winner. Me and Errol.
Yeah, and he did the Sue, didn't he?
Yeah.
We got him. We hadn't got Ronaldo yet, but he was coming.
They were singing that song, and then we went to the Brentford game at Brentford, and it was just relentless singing that Ronaldo thing. But another one from another club, Vieira's song at Arsenal. Senegal comes from Senegal. He plays for Arsenal. Just not, you know what I mean? That is really good.
Sorry,
I've
just seen.
Oh yeah, Des Walker. Yeah,
quite. Just seen Park's song. I want to put it up, but I'm not sure we're allowed.
Which one?
Park's one.
Park, wherever you may be. And then
you eat dogs in your own country. You could be worse. You could be scouts eating rats in your council house.
No way! No way! They didn't. Is that for real?
Yeah, that's genuine.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I never know the words to the chants in it. I'm ignorant like that. I just hear them and everything sounds the same.
Oh my days!
That one is brilliant.
Apologies to any South Koreans watching.
Apologies, but that is some funny shit, man. I'm sorry.
That was fun.
If anybody I've offended, I've never heard that one before. Wow. But okay, I've never heard that. I'll get it off.
The Cavani one was good as well.
Which one?
Cavani's. Cavani had two, didn't he? He had the other one. Give it to Eric Cavani, to Eddie Cavani. Pass him the ball and watch him score all the goals. And then there was another one about him being the king. I can't remember the second one. He had a really good second one, Cavani, but I'm not very musically minded. I can never remember things. That's really good, the Zlatan one.
Yeah, so Zlatan Ibrahimovic, he's a Swedish hero on the free from PSG. He cost us effing 0, 6'5", hard as F. He gets the Reds excited, stick a City up here, because we're Man United. Oh, I'll take that one as well.
To what melody?
6'5", hard as. I'm not a musical man, I'm afraid.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to start. You're gonna have to start getting these tunes out for your record player and start doing a couple.
We should do karaoke
for our agenda, getting these charts going so we can play them at the beginning.
But what's a general one to get Man United going? Is there
Stretford End?
What do they say? What's a general one when we're playing well? We want to improve, and there's a common one. I'm sure.
I see Stretford End rising. Country roads.
United, no, just United.
That's the Bother Boy one. You can't have that one. I thought you was talking about a one where they actually sing.
I like to hear when fans are on it. The fans make a world of difference, don't they?
Oh, that is hilarious! I love the Chelsea chant. That's the stupidest one in football.
Andrew said the worst chant ever is Leeds or Chelsea.
I don't get it.
Chelsea. That's the worst chant in football. Like that belongs. No offense to our American cousins, but that sounds like something out of like the NFL or something. It's got Chelsea. No,
what the Chelsea fans singing that about the side?
Yeah.
Oh right, okay. Chelsea.
No, it's just Chelsea.
And that's it. And that is it.
Oh
Anyway,
wow.
If you're valuing Alphonso Davies at 100 million, but you probably could get a job at Chelsea.
Good one. We will see.
We've hit
but, I'm trying. There was a Man United Wembley song that is linked to Man United. It's about FA Cup in the 80s. I just can't remember.
Okay, Sarah.
Yeah, to that. Yeah, okay, Sarah. Where we'll be. We're going to Wembley. There's something to do with United. I'm gonna look it up. I remember because they sing it all the time. Something about United linked with the FA Cup, and we're going to Wembley and winning. I can't remember exactly what it was. Next show, I'll have it for you.
I just see this message, Tyrone. I'm never gonna respect Chelsea. Who's their captain and what did he do?
So that's Sam Kerr, who is a female player who is the captain of New Zealand, and she's got a West Ham female player pregnant. Sorry. Through
she
non-traditional
got her
means.
pregnant. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Through I imagine it's some form of artificial insemination.
Yeah, well, so would I.
And she's going to be having a baby with a rival player, I suppose, who's her partner. And lots of people sort of like were mean to them on social media.
Oh, okay.
I did see. I heard about that as well.
Okay.
A woman has a baby. That's essentially all it is.
Yeah. Bloody hell. Okay. Well, look. On that note, I don't want us to start singing again. To be fair, we will be back tomorrow. Guys, we will have Dora in the house. Dora, if you're still in the chat, will you be singing tomorrow? Will you be coming on to sing tomorroh?
Give us a bit of Croatian folk
yeah. Something about mules and crossing and smasher. What's the chicken's name?
Snatcher.
Yeah, Snatcher. We get all of those in there. We get a Monday on the drums. We get we'll get bath time on the air guitar, chung in a way. Dora. Looking forward to it, Dora. As I said, look, guys, we will be back tomorrow. It will be our preview of the Amorim's first game. I know there's a lot of excitement.
It'll be our lineups, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll have our lineups. So, but something slightly different that we decided that we'll do today. But look, we will be back tomorrow. So it's lack a notch from me.
Lack a notch from me.
Lack a notch from me.